Naughtiest Blunders 4, the show which proves that talk's only cheap when there isn't a swear box around. Well, as we've seen over the years on these shows, there's nothing that guarantees a titter more than the good old double entendre. That's where even the most innocent expression can take on a more suggestive meaning. So it stands to reason that questions like, can I squeeze your melons? Who's for spotted dick? And tell me, Vicar, do you do a Sermon on the Mount? Are just asking for trouble. As was Les Dennis, when on one celebrity edition of Family Fortunes, he asked this question.
100 people to name a part of the body beginning with the letter B.
Round object. Balls.
Testicles.
Well, if you want to be technical.
Oh.
It looks as though you could strangle yourself out there, and rubbers are dangerous.
Yeah. All right, it will be recalling one of the great moments of middle distance running and getting to grips with surfing's world champ.
Are you hungry?
Oh, yeah.
I saw your banana in the makeup room.
It's a big one, isn't it? That's why I brought it to work to show everybody.
I saw two of them, actually.
In fact, now that you mentioned it, I'm going to have to show it to everybody. It's the biggest banana in the history of the world.
It is very big.
She was so afraid of her money. Why didn't she call out long before the accused's hand got to it?
How the hell was she to know he was after her money? Next case. Next case. Oh.
Hello.
25 years. 25 years in the business, my knob's never come off before.
Stephen, were you aware that... Stop it. Aware that the innovative range of OXO good grits ensure you have the right tool on hand for any cooking situation?
Why not go along to the cathedral and see if you can't have a look at the two knockers side by side?
The beautiful pair of knockers.
I did catch up with my old mate Tamara Beckwith, who apparently, according to somebody, is sleeping in one of the boats down there, so we might go and knock her up a little bit later. So maybe somebody said knock her up.
Ah, that's all right, isn't it? How's it hanging, Kieran?
Not too bad at all.
Now, some news. And do you keep a pussy near your pillow or a doggy under your duvet? Do you do that, girls? No? You all right, love? You've lost it this afternoon, haven't you? Anyway, let's be serious for a second if we can. If so, if you allow your cat or dog into your bedroom, your health may be at risk. Or could it? According to new research in Central and South America, keeping dogs out of the bedroom could reduce the risk of a deadly disease called shaggers. Around a quarter of the population in rural areas is in danger of contracting the disease. No such dangers here, though. Just how safe is it to keep your cats and dogs in your bedroom? Do they pose a health risk, or are they?
Keep going.
Or are they?
Our number 4 moment is the pottery wheel with Rachel. Now,
From S Club
the
7,
lads
the lovely
always get very excited if Rachel or S Club 7 ever come on the show. She's known as the lovely Rachel among their closest friends, and this was one moment that I know in particular sticks with Declan.
Got a stiffy now. Can I see that?
Smoothie Declan Donnelly there, subtly declaring his heartfelt romantic interest in S Club 7's Rachel Stevens. And who can blame him? Now, this next choice selection of Chronic Cuts is a bit of a revelation, because not only are you about to see the most unexpected famous faces blundering their way through a performance, you'll also realise that their actions can often speak louder than their words. As for this first clip from Wales, isn't it reassuring to know that even in a long-running Welsh-speaking drama, you still can't beat the good old English swear word.
Oui, mais die auto, wat alleen kunnen we dan zeggen? Wel, wie appetite jo?
Wel, ti di gwneud yn siŵr bod yr enw Richard Griffith mynd I bara am genhedlaeth arall.
Thomas. Richard Griffith.
Can you hear my voice clearly?
Yes, I can, Bob.
Then we'll begin. For a total prize of £3,200, I'm going to ask you a 5-part question which will require 5 correct answers. Should you wish to piss
If you do, we can take you out of there just
Yeah, you know you've made it as an actor when you're known simply by your surname. Nicholson, Hoffman, De Niro. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Cheggers!
I've had an intro like that in my life.
Really?
Yeah, normally it's like areas like wanker off the telly.
That doesn't seal, and so we'll cook away, making Gridley bollocks.
So coming up to 7 o'clock, though.
We could be at home not looking at ourselves. Incidentally, Fiona's in bed this morning. I wish I was there with her. No, not with her. I mean, as well. Wow, that's what I mean.
Very crowded.
Gosh, that felt so good.
That was awesome.
Put your suit back. Your suit, your hat. Getting to know you.
How's that colour coming along, Ted? What are you doing down there, Ted?
Here's Ardal O'Hanlon and Lou Hirsch about to tape a scene from My Hero when the cameraman notices the word reflected on the bar at the bottom of the picture. You may recognise the glamorous golfer out to tee off in this pro-celebrity match. Yep, it's supermodel and actress Cindy Crawford. And as you can see, she's drawn quite a crowd. For Cindy Crawford there, hitting 2 under. Now, the good news is that the course marshal was later given the all clear by a doctor, followed by an audition with the Bee Gees. Now, as we've already seen on tonight's show, when it comes to appearing on television, most animals can't be trusted to perform for the camera in the way producers would like. Of course, in Germany, the few that do make a pile of cash. The rest just make a pile on the carpet.
Na schade, jetzt greife ich die an, jetzt merkst du es nicht, gell?
Also es ist so ein ungeheurer Aufwand, man glaubt nicht, überhaupt ganz klein ist diese Möglichkeit, dass sie... Also wenn man sich nicht kümmert darum, was sie zu tun
You see, when it comes to television, everyone's a critic. Apparently, the following day, when a viewer rang in asking how was the pig, the producer said, delicious. So you might contend that the common sense advice to any TV executive has to be, why bother with unpredictable animals when you know that talented, specially trained professional actors won't let you down?
Jane Harvey was arrested, but she's since been released. Although by mutual consent, she'll no longer be working at Crossroads.
We've told her to fuck off.
I'd like to...
Thought you'd get away with it going to the BBC, did you? Well, we won't be getting... Oh, piss, absolutely.
Deborah, of course.
Can you do that?
No, you can.
Why do you two find it so difficult living together?
I don't know. We're always fighting. We never seem to have any fun.
Well, marriage is all about fighting. That's the fun. I get to call your dad all the names under the sun, and he doesn't bat an eyelid.
Look at this. It's got rear, surround speakers?
Yes, and it's 1,200 quid in all, you great...
Whatever you want to say.
Oh, I'm sorry. I wanted to say prick and I knew I couldn't. I'm so sorry.
It's not my fault, Joe. It is. I forgot my fucking line.
You sicken me. You have been chosen to serve the Lord of this will. Fuck it.
Ow! You two? Here. He's been keeping you all to himself, hasn't he? Oh, fuck it. Oh, you two? Here. He's been keeping him all to yourself, haven't you? Don't they talk nice? I really admire that in a man, don't you? Nice vowels. My Kevin's got terrible vowels. Silly little twerp. Oh, fart and bum and poo.
Elbows up to my elbows in...
Betty, you know as well as I do what that is. That is Muffet multigrade.
It's what?
Grog for the party. 10-year-old single male... Oh, bollocks, here we go.
Cheers. Fucking hell.
Actor Michael Elphick with a mouthful in more ways than one. Of course, television being a visual medium doesn't necessarily need sound. As these performers demonstrated for the camera, why say very much at all when you can let your fingers do the talking?
How can the jury make a decision when they've missed half the evidence?
I'm not doing anything, John.
I'm sure you're not.
I was allowed to visit some of the younger orphan gorillas who were very friendly, very forward. A female visitor to these young apes is a bit of a novelty.
The long-term plan of Hull at Zoo is to increase the populations of these endangered species and get them back to the wild. Emmy here is 3.5 years old. She'll grow up here, have her kids, and then it's her grandchildren who'll be among those who go back to the Congo. She can't.
Good luck with our competition. So from all of us here in New Malden, it's bye-bye for now.
Digital CV pioneers Linda Robson and Julia Miller practicing their hand signals for when they join the rush hour traffic on the M1. Well, that's it for part 2. Plenty more blunders coming up. But before then, here's a question for you. What very naughty word has got 8 letters and is not normally used on screen by Britain's most popular game show host? To find out, join me after the break.